I'm Tracy Baxter with today's edition of Record Newswatch. Family and friends gathered earlier today at the House of Refuge on Lower Broadway in Newburgh to attend funeral services for Michael Lembhard, the 22-year-old Newburgh man who was shot and killed last Wednesday night during a confrontation with city police officers. Lembhard's death and the role of city police officers in it has heightened emotions among members of the city's minority community. Civil rights attorney Michael Sussman, who is representing the family, labeled the current situation tense.
We have a new mayor, we have a new city police chief, we have hope in the city for a new day, and yet an event like this happens so quickly in her administration that it douses some of that promise. So Newburgh needs a great deal. The last thing it needs is to be, again, in public eye around events like this.
Police say Lembhard was shot because he'd threatened officers with a knife. Because of the public outcry, Newburgh officials have requested that a special prosecutor be brought in to investigate. But Sussman and others say that won't solve the alienation problem that exists between police and the minority community's young people.
And I hope there's answers. I mean, there's got to be something done here in the city of Newburgh because, I mean, you got to stop the blood and violence. And in order to stop the blood and violence, you got to go to the source. And from what I see, the source is the city itself.
The important thing is for the family to feel some solace at the community support and the city's support. For those police officers who are involved to be interrogated immediately by responsible law enforcement who are not connected to the situation or institutionally associated or inherently connected, like the DA's office, the local police agency. We need a special prosecutor. If those things happen, maybe there'll be some effort to heal. There also has to be really outreach to the young people in this community who are increasingly alienated and angry. I think that this is a tinderbox that could blow. I pray that doesn't happen, but I fear it will.
Community members were also planning a march down Broadway following the funeral. Now keep checking back here at Record Online for further reports and get a complete wrap-up on all the day's developments in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. Elsewhere, a town of Newburgh man was killed late Sunday afternoon when the motorcycle he was riding collided with an SUV. 48-year-old Salvatore Guttilla was pronounced dead at St. Luke's Hospital in Newburgh. According to Newburgh Town Police, the SUV driven by 87-year-old Herbert Resnick of New Windsor failed to yield the right-of-way and pulled into the path of Guttilla's motorcycle at the intersection of Route 32 and Old South Plank Road. Resnick was not seriously hurt. The SUV also hit a utility pole, bringing power lines down across Route 32, forcing traffic to be diverted for about 3 hours. Police say they expect to file charges following completion of their investigation. Orange and Rockland utility customers will get the chance later this week to talk about a proposed O&R electric rate increase. The State Public Service Commission is considering the utility's proposal to phase in a series of rate hikes beginning in July to bring in an additional $50+ million in revenue. O&R officials say the money's needed to help cover rising operating expenses, including the cost of service restorations from last year's violent storms. Locally, the public hearings will be held Thursday at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. at the Orange County Emergency Services Center in Goshen.
Hey Gina, I need you to do me a favor and sit here in the art room and draw the sketch I have to finish.
What happens when you ask a group of kids to work together to solve a problem? You could have found out if you checked out the Mid-Hudson Regional Odyssey of the Mind competition held Saturday at Orange Ulster Bosse's in Goshen. About 500 students from 15 different area school districts took part in the annual competition that judges students on their creativity, problem-solving abilities, and teamwork. It's up to the students to decide how to tackle the problem they were given last fall. The highest scoring school teams will be moving on to the State Odyssey of the Mind tournament March 31st in Binghamton. We had the luck of the Irish yesterday when it came to our weather, and big crowds of people took full advantage of the sunshine and mild temperatures in Goshen and Kingston, the sites of St. Patrick's Day celebrations. In Goshen, estimates are close to 20,000 people enjoyed the sights and sounds of the 36th annual Mid-Hudson St. Paddy's Parade, featuring all manner of Irish entertainment, providing a boost for downtown Goshen. Among those wearing green, a large contingent of Girl Scout marchers celebrating the national organization's 100th anniversary this year. Meantime, spring-like temperatures attracted a large crowd of Onlookers at the 26th Annual St. Patrick's Parade in Kingston, where music and dancers got everyone thinking green. The day's events in Kingston also included the 24th Annual Shamrock Run Road Race, which was dedicated to the memory of Private First Class Douglas Cordo, a 20-year-old Army soldier from Kingston who was killed in Afghanistan last August. Well, today began what looks to be an entire week of beautiful spring-like weather. Tuesday will be partly sunny after some overnight rain. The highs will get up around 70 degrees. More of the same on Wednesday, with sunshine and temperatures climbing back into the upper 60s. When news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online, and for a complete look at all that happened today, pick up tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.